Hi, this is Sushant Singh Rajput and you're watching Bollywood Hungama.
Now coming to the portion when he's a professional cricketer and the way he performs, and after that the entire once he becomes the captain and the entire strategy part, that portion when he's just taking a call from Australia that via Skype or video conferencing that we have to just get away with three senior players. The names have been muted, which is understandable, but I think everyone knows that whom is he talking about. But the fact is that considering that in the beginning portion, this is also mentioned clearly that how Saurav had supported him when he himself was not too sure that whether he'll be there in the final 11, and so it's all organic, and it was not something which apparently Dhoni had against anyone. It was primarily the interest of the country that he thought of. There's also a portion when he says that I can't be a puppet. And I would want to just have the people that I want to have. Dhoni, the strategist, building those portions, how difficult were they? Because you're not playing on screen. You're primarily just strategizing and you just giving your point of view.
It's as simple as the first instance that we just discussed. It was like identifying a problem and then solving the problem, irrespective of the equation I have with anybody, irrespective of how I'm supposed to be in front of anybody. But if I've identified a problem, I just as a captain, I would want to solve that problem, and that's it. And that comes across maybe to somebody as somebody who's not very compassionate, or somebody who's a strategist, but he's just doing what he's supposed to, and. There's a saying that which tells you that you repay your teacher very badly if you just become as good as him. You need to be better. You need to take few more steps. But the whole intent is not to justify some equation with anybody, but to solve the problem that is there. And as a captain, you were just doing that.
Okay, now coming to your Dhoni the person and the way you portray that. First of all, the weight loss, we discussed that in the last interview. How difficult was it? Because from a teenager to the various stages that you've portrayed, how difficult was that to just get into that shape?
It was not that difficult. The only thing that was difficult was to figure out the man. Let me be very honest and precise. To know how he thinks, because there are times that when I would not know how I operate and what works, what I do, what doesn't work. So it's very difficult for me to, understand myself. So to understand somebody else in a very honest way, it's very, very difficult. So that was the only difficult thing. Everything else, like intonation, weight loss, cricketing skills, they required two things. One, how to do it, and two, time. So I had plenty of time, and we had people on board to figure out how to do it. So it was not that difficult.
That one particular moment when he comes to know about the death of Disha's character, and he says that he just wants to stop the car and he wants to come out of it. I think that's a beautiful moment, because that entire simmering of emotions and just coming out of the car and just breaking down after that. As an actor, what was your preparation for that particular scene?
I could understand that feeling. Because I have seen losses in my life as well. And I know why he did that. Because normally what happens is, like my family, I have 4 sisters. My dad is still there. Unfortunately, I lost my mother in 2002 when I was 16 or 18. So what happens is, so they talk to me every day, all my sisters, they're elder sisters. So I'll tell them everything that's good here, that's happening here, because I know with all the love and good feelings about me, they there cannot help me here. But if I tell them what's the problem, and every day I have some problem, I'll just make them not happy. So that's why I won't discuss till a point that I just don't know how to deal with it. So it's the same with him. He is quiet also because he doesn't want to share it with his family or his friends, because he knows that they cannot help it. So why to trouble them? And so it has become a habit, and to a point that when he actually hears something that's so loss of his love, he doesn't want to just show it because it will just make things worse. So he just went out and he did it and left. So it says a lot about the personality.
And also there's like a sense of humor which is I think has come out nicely in a subtle manner.
Yeah.
Which is I think the best part when in the railways quarters.
Yeah.
That 15 दिन से ये phone जो है ये खराब है, and then he just comes from behind.
Yeah.
And I particularly like that scene very much when that railway guy, he comes to your hotel in the later part, and he sees those girls with mini skirts, and he just, after talking to you, he just advises you that maybe वो कपड़े जो हैं थोड़े से लंबे होने चाहिए थे.
हम कुछ
and the way you say करते हैं
हम कुछ करते नहीं.
The way you say that you're not dismissing him, and that yes, what you're saying is valid. I think that humor in a subtle manner.
Yeah.
If you can discuss that.
So I could again. I think that if an actor doesn't understand the emotion,
Right.
He can never, with all his intent and hard work, he can never portray it because he needs to understand what's happening. I have seen this in my life. I have also, from where I started, growing up in a small city, thinking that somehow getting a job and financial security and then recognition is the biggest thing that can happen to me. And then going to Delhi, then figuring out something else that excites me, then slogging there, not to prove a point, but just because I like it so much. And then making it big in the sense of money and recognition. It didn't change anything in the way I approach my craft, but from an outside perspective, my bank balance and everything has gone up. So now, I can understand this. So now when I talk to anybody who were there when I started out, so I want to make sure of two things. One, I still get them. And two, I don't want to make them feel bad. You know what I'm saying? If I give you a logical explanation, nahi, bhaiya, शहर में तो ऐसे ही पहनते, so why do I need to give you a gyan?
Correct.
So it's like it's understanding and making sure that the other person doesn't get offended.
Right.
So just these two things.